Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to JPTV and welcome to the last round of the PSGL F2 Championship, which is comes from the Yas Marina circuit here in Abu Dhabi. When I start one of these commentaries at the start of every season, the first thing I always hope for is A, an exciting reason, and B, a championship showdown in the last race of the season. Now, unfortunately, for people who might watch the stream later, I don't think it was actually live because it's Mark Alamonda's last stream in PSGL for a while. It's yeah. Unfortunately, the championship is over in terms of the drivers' championship. Lambo is won it last week in Brazil with a stunning drive. Yeah, congratulations to him, and I'm sure that he will be in F1 next season. Um, and so yeah, good luck to him in that. Yeah, I'm just going to check a couple of things. I think the constructors championship is wrapped up as well. I know that not many people really are actually pay too much interest in the constructors championship, but I'm just going to double check it anyway. Well, yeah, so Lambo and Poe on 117 points. 19 points behind them is Lego and VSR Francis. Well, VSR Francis is not here. On the second same points is Oliver Val and VSR Marquez, and 19 points behind. And then on 76 is Tom and AMK. Actually, no, they can't win it. No, so it's only really Oliver Val and Odems or San Marquez, as we come to know him this season. He can take the constructors away from the two Toyota drivers. I believe as well Poe isn't here tonight as well. And I'm not in the F2 chat, but I do believe that something's happened between the last race and tonight. It turns out there's not many drivers on the grid tonight. There's only 9 at the minute. So I don't know if we're waiting for anyone else, but yeah, disappointing turnout considering we had 17 last week. Yeah, a little bit disappointing, but maybe we're waiting a couple of minutes for some more drivers. But I think it doesn't matter because I think F3 and F6 this week, even though there wasn't too many drivers on the grid, still provided with us some exciting action. Yeah, it should be hopefully it'll be a good race. I suppose really at this point while I'm waiting, I should say that see if there's actually any more championship battles going on. Obviously, the driver's title is decided, but see if second and third is up for grabs. Let's have a quick look. So yeah, Odems is on 75, and Francis is not in the league at the minute. Is on 66, and then you've got Aaron on 52 points. So yeah, Aaron has got AMK on 48, and Cooper beats on 41, and then Fine Frame on 37 points. So yeah, I think Odems pretty much got that second place wrapped up. But Aaron might be under threat, although he's actually still 4 points behind. No, sorry, I beg your pardon. He's actually 14 points behind Francis still, even though Francis has not been here for the last two races. Actually shows how dominant Francis was at the beginning of the season. So yeah, pretty much it's all wrapped up really, to be honest. And it looks like we're underway very shortly. So we've got a couple of latecomers. So we've got 12 drivers on the grid tonight. So yeah, that makes it a little bit more interesting. So here we are then for the final qualifying session of the season, and yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the stream doesn't get taken off because I know the FP and F4 streams have been taken down this week because of some copyright issue, I believe, to do the Abu Dhabi name, which that's why I'm not calling my stream Abu Dhabi. It is called the Championship Finale. So hopefully it won't be affected in any way. So yeah, just waiting for the first car to come out on track. So yeah, I believe King Mick is the... Oh no, Cooper Beast is going to the first one to set a lap here in Yas Marina, which has been on the official F1 calendar since 2009, and is now a twilight race. So the race starts when it's kind of the darkness is settling down and then ends when it's completely black. The sky, that is, obviously not going to drive around in the dark, but yeah, so a little bit of information there for you. So Cooper Beast is had a pretty good second half of the season since he's joined F2 after deciding to step down from the F1 grid. And let's get all the details up, shall we? So yeah, interesting strategies that we've seen in all the other races that we've seen so far. So yeah, it's probably a one-stop race from ultra softs to super softs, but you might see a couple of drivers electing for the hyper soft tyres, but they will probably need to make 2 stops, I would think. But I don't know. Maybe we can take those supers quite well, depending on the tyre wear, I suppose. It has been said it's a OP wheel track, but I suppose it's up for debate, depending on your point of view. But yeah, so yeah, keep our beast now. Tom's already retired. I think he must have crashed in the first sector somewhere. Let's see if I can. I can't see anyone on that part of the track, unfortunately. So yeah, yeah, disaster for Tom in his final qualifying session. He's going to be starting from the back of the grid, which with this not this many drivers on the grid, it's not that bad a deal, to be fair. As Cooper Beast now starting to start the second sector now. His camera angles are quite strange. I don't quite know where we are on the grid, to be honest. Where we are on the... oh, there you go. Yeah, I see where he is now. He's on the... he's elected to use the hypersofts at this stage. And he's decided to pit. So I think... oh, and Flying Foam is retired as well. Disaster. Well, I'm going to go on board with King Mick, because he was the next person to cross the line. Oh, Froman's crashed on the pit. Oh my god, what? How has he crashed there? And for some reason, Odems is in the Red Bull. He's actually a Renault driver. It seems a bit odd, and yeah, that Ferrari has disappeared now, but the obstacle was Joe Lemano comes second, in P2 at the minute, but I think he must have had a bad lap because he's quite a way off the pace there with Kim Mick's 37.6. F3 last night, I think we saw got into the 34s, I believe. So yeah, expecting some quicker times. Odem's now, who's changed the car for some reason. Maybe joined the lobby late, I'm not sure, but he's on the Hypersoft tyres. As Jakey Boy goes divisional pole 1:35.7. So yeah, it was 34.1 was the pole time in F3 last night. So these guys still a bit off that pace for the time being. In the first set, there might have been a validation there, went slightly wide, but we'll see. He's low on fuel as well. Yeah, I think it must have been an invalidation. Yeah, these guys are on. Oh, Jakey Boy, he seems to be getting a double lap. Right, staying border in now. I believe AMK is on the lap as well, so I'm going to go on board with him in a minute, but I'm just going to see Jakey Boy, see what he does here. Yellow flag is set to 3, but I'm just going to ignore that for the time being. Yeah, he's going to the pit, so let's go forward with AMK now. As he starts his initial lap, and it's still in the first sector. And it looks pretty good as he starts his descent down to one of the biggest straights on the F1 calendar. That's one of the biggest, one of the longest straights, I should say. You can get quite mileage quite right there. And he's got super softs currently fitted, and Jakey Boy actually has got his pole side on the super softs. So they're just using those tyres just to get a feeling for the track, and they might swap for the ultra softs for their second runs. Got a yellow flag, but again I just want to stay on board with NK, whose teammate is already retired from the session without even setting a lap, so that's unfortunate for him. And NK goes pole with 1:34.9. So very good lap there from the Crown driver. Louis might have just gone slightly wide there. I don't know if he's an out lap still or just an actual lap. No, he goes P2 with a 35.3. Oliver Velt is not too far away, so, but I'm going to stay on board with him. So I don't give much information while we're on the laps, because I'm not the best of going over a qualifying lap. Has to be said, it's not really my thing, unfortunately. I don't want to try and do it and embarrass myself, to be honest, so that's why I don't speak too much during the qualifying laps. But Oliver Pavel is the slowest driver, 1:47.9, so yeah, obviously he's made a mistake there somewhere, and I think that could be another invalidation there as well. So a little bit scrappy from Oliver Bell at this time. Let's see if Odin is doing. Yeah, Odin looks like he's come out on another lap with another set of hypersofts. Oh, that's very scrappy. A little bit of lag there to it as well, but it looks okay. It might just been a lag spike there, but anyway, we'll carry on. Oh, that could have been a validation there, unfortunately for him. It's so easy to invalidate on this track. So yeah, that's definitely a validation. But it looks like he's going to carry on for another lap. So let's go, boy. Where's Jakey Boy? Yeah, Jakey Boy is going to be completing a lap soon. Actually, no boy Joy Man. Jakey Boy's on a lap now. And no boy Joy Man. Currently in P5. So 5 out of 12 drivers have only set a lap so far, and we've had well over the half of qualifying session now. There's 7 minutes left remaining. Yeah, that's not a quick lap. Oh, God, I almost crashed into the pit lane there. And Oliver Vowell has gone to P4. So Oliver Vowell improved on the second run. That's good for him. And Jacob Boy. Yeah, I think that's in that. But, I think Jacob Boy is going to be the next one to set a competitive time. Currently third in qualifying. So he's looking to improve that on this lap, and he's gone for Hypersoft tyres. Got a little some traffic in front of him, but he should be keeping out of his way before he finishes the lap. It looks like it's the runner of Oliver Vell, but yeah, he should be. Ollie should be getting into the pits before Jacob Boy catches up with him. As Lambo goes P2, 35-1. Oliver Vell is staying back for another lap. And Jacob Boy does not improve. So yeah, it doesn't seem that anyone's on a quick lap at the minute. I'm not saying forward with Jacob Boy do. So Marquez, Lego and Aaron just all in the pits and yet to set a lap. And it's 4 minutes or 5 minutes left in the session. Yeah, that's not a quick lap, unfortunately. So yeah, no one seems to be on the track limit setting a competitive time, unfortunately. So at this stage, I haven't got much to commentate on. Just say thank you to everyone who's watching the stream. I'm surprised I've got that many viewers, to be honest. Oh, Aaron's on an out lap, so yeah, and then going board with him, and AMK just kind of pits as well. But I'm almost going board with Aaron, the F2, not F2, the PSGL director. No, it's not. Fish. There's 2 Toro Rosso drivers, but only one of them is here tonight. Of Lando and Poe, they're on 117 points. Oliver Vell and VSR Marquez on 98. So 19-point deficit, but obviously his first and second places get 28 points. So mathematically they can still win it, but yeah, unlikely. Lego Minecraft, the four-cylinder drivers of Minecraft, and VSR Francis can still technically win it, but VSR Francis isn't here, and it's only 16 points for a win, so they can't win it actually. So it's just the the Renault drivers of Ollie and Odems, but Odems is in the Red Bull for some reason this evening. So yeah, I think Lambo, if he gets a good result here tonight, he would have wrapped up the constructors' title as well. But Ewan is just starting his quick lap. It'll be his first competitive lap here this evening with 2.5 minutes to go in his session. And Lego Minecraft is leaving it late to do a lap. He's still in the pits unless he's deciding not to do one for whatever reason. As AMK still in that pole position for the time being, but it looks like most of the drivers have gone on to the ultra supplies. Yellow flag, but I don't want to come off board with this. I just want to stay on board with these qualifying laps, and hopefully it gives people what's what I'm looking for, some ideas how they can improve on their qualifying. Borderline of invalidation, but no, he's gone pole. Wow, with 1:34.6. Was not expecting that. AMK on coming through the penultimate corner now, well, the last corner now, and he goes back on pole 1:34.2. While his Q-Car beast, and Lego is finally coming out of the pits. And yeah, it's really get back running time. Oh yeah, possibly, yeah, easily get running time. But AMK takes back that pole position, Ewan in second, Lando in third. QRB, who are on board with Adamir, currently in fourth place, as Kim Mick goes up to third place. And QRB goes up to second place, whereas Odems, as he comes round to the last corner, oh, that's going to be another invalidation, surely. He will just about get another lap in. Oh no! How was that How was that not invalid? Wow, 1:33.9. That's an incredible lap. Yeah, Ollie's not on a lap, so that's their qualifying done. Lambo is on a lap base and staying board with the F2 champion. That's a very impressive lap from Odin there. I'm sure that was he went too wide on that last corner, but the game says no. As Lambo has got traffic there, but gets out of his way. And Joe Avenue across the line for 5th place currently. Jakey Boy in P6 for the time being. Lambo will be hoping to dislodge them. Can he get a pole on his final qualifying of the season? No, only good enough for P5. So Lego Minecraft to Lego Minecraft only good enough for P8. So yeah, it is. Yeah, so yeah, that is your qualifying session done, ladies and gentlemen. So there you have it. So you're just going to wait for the guys to retire now. So there you go, Odin batting 33.9, an incredible lap from him there in first place. MK second with 34.2. Louis, AK Cooper Beast with 34.6. Unfortunately I didn't get the rest of that, but it will come up on the screen later anyway. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, keep our beats with 34.5 at Iran in fourth place. That's a great lap from Iran, to be honest. 34.6 Lambo, 34.7 John Amanu, and 34.8 Jacob Boy with 34.8 as well. So quite tight there between second and eighth place really. But Lego Minecraft with 35.0 in ninth. Ollie with 35.6 on the Supersofts in P10. So yeah, all the top 9, all the Ultrasoft tyres, and Ollie going for a different strategy in the Ultrasoft tyres. And then you've got Tom and Frome, unfortunately retired during the session, but they will get free choice of tyres. So I think we can guarantee one thing from tonight, that there's not going to be any rain. But having said that, this is Codemasters, so you never know. Wow, thanks for that information. Yeah, so yeah, I know Odems is very keen for a spot in the F1 league and has been for quite a while now. But yeah, whether that will influence the F1 admins to give him that slot, I don't know. But you never know. Wow, I didn't know that. But anyway, so doing a formation lap for the final time this season. Now, I wish I could tell you when the next season starts, but I'm not privy to that information, unfortunately. So, yeah, I don't know when I'll be back on the screen again, unfortunately. So after tonight, so yeah, I can't give you that updated information, unfortunately. But so yeah, I'm expected to be sometime in the early part of January, and yeah, I think the first race of the season usually begins on a Tuesday night with FP, and then it'll be F1 and F2 on a Monday night, 6 days later, and Odin's there taking out one of the polystyrene boards there. So yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. And he's not electing to warm up his tyres for some reason compared to the people behind him. So let's see what people fit. Yeah, so the top 9 there on all Ultrasoft tyres, with Ollie, Frome and Tom started on the Supersofts. So it should be a one-stop strategy for everyone here. Tom's left the session. That is not good. Hopefully, you can get back into the lobby soon. Hopefully, there won't be any restarts. It's the last thing we want, the last phase of the season. But lights are one. Oh, I've got a really horrible camera angle. There we go. 4, 5 lights, and away we go here in Abu Dhabi for the final time of the season. It's a great start for the Mercedes. Odems is losing positions left, right, and centre. He's dropped all the way down to P8, P9 now. NK takes the lead of this race. I'm not sure what's happened there. Oh, and keep up, it's going wide. He's been overtaken by Aaron. Oh, he might have let him through there. I think that looks a bit too easy there, to be honest. So John Allen up into P4, Lambo in P5, Jacob in P6, and you've got King Nick battling away with the Force India, Lego Minecraft, and Odems is behind him as well. And Ollie Frome and Tom, who's obviously not in the car at the minute. So it's a great start from AMK, who leads his race on lap 1. But you've got Ewan in lap 2 and Cooper Beast looking behind, but Joel Avenue looking in the background as well. I've just got a really croaky voice, but all of a sudden will Louis look to challenge him, or does Joel look to challenge Louis? Louis might be looking for a move here. No, decides not against it. And looks there, it looks a very clean start from all the drivers on the grid, so that's what we'd love to see. F2 does not have the best of reputations, as we all know. So yeah, I think Tom's race is pretty much over now. Already 5 seconds off the oh my god, there's a 5 second stop go penalty for King Mick as it's in track limits, and he's moved over to let his Red Bull teammate through. Or he's not actually in, he's supposed to be in the Red Bull. So yeah, Odin is recovering and up in P8. And King Mick must have had some contact, must have had some damage from that. He's pitting on lap 1. As AMK does obviously the fastest lap of the race. And has already pulled out a half a second lead against Ewan and Cooper Beast, chasing him down. And seems to be pulling away from Joel Avenue as well. So Frome challenging Ollie there as a top 10 now. All still quite close to each other. And Tom has rejoined, but yeah, he's in an awful position, to be honest, to join back to recover from that start. As Louis is closing right in on Ewan, is going to look down and move on the inside, and yeah, it looks pretty easy. Ewan trying to fight back. No DRS yet, still on lap 2. DRS not being activated yet. And so yeah, it's a great move there from Louis, and Ewan is going to try and fight this back, but looks like he's going to have to yield that position. And Ewan's got his teammate behind him, and Lambo in close company as well. So Lambo hounding the back of that Sauber. Surely wants to win on his last race of the season before he moves to F1 next season. And MK doesn't know how fast he's left of the race. Well, he's been beaten by QPR, and DRS has been enabled, as you can see, but MK has already broken that 1 second gap. 1.3 seconds in the lead now, but QPR will be looking to chase that down. Aaron, Joel, Lambo and Jakey Boy all close together on track, so the top 6 now. And yeah, Tom's retired. Let's see if we can find out what's happened to him. Well, yeah, I think he might have just binned that on purpose by the looks of it. But anyway, so hard luck there for the McLaren driver. Not the way you want to finish your season, which happened to me in F6 on Thursday. Yeah, couldn't do much about what happened to me. Smashed into a spinning car. But anyway, that's enough about me. We want to see the action here tonight, and actually Lego Minecraft is closing as well. And actually, yeah, the top 10 still quite close to each other actually. And Lambo hounding that Sauber now, Joel Manu, and surely looking to make a move, but no, Joel, great defensive work there. But Odin is pulled out a 2 second gap now between himself and Oliver Bell and Frome, who are all obviously on the slower tyres at this stage. And there's a carbon fibre thrown off there from somewhere, I'm not quite sure who it was. Let's see if anyone decides to pit. Oh, Joel Manu is tapped the wall there, but it doesn't look like he's got too much damage. But they've all stayed out, so it looks like it's only minor wing damage. Oh, MK has lost position. I thought I saw McLaren there going slowly. I'm not sure what happened there, but MK going very slowly there, and he's in QPR Beast taking the lead of the race on lap 4. And Ewan now very close to hand on the back of that McLaren as well. Ollie picks up the first 3 second time penalty of the day. Lambo in a great position now to attack that Sauber, but it looks like it could be too far back, and Ewan has overtaken MK for the second place. So I don't know what's going on with MK in a minute. Obviously struggling, and Joel's missed his braking point, and Lambo takes P4. Joel. Okay, not sure what's happened there. Joel has cut a considerable part of the track to defend to keep that fourth place. Looked like gone really wide there, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Oh my god, and Odems, or Besson Marquez is gained. Well, the bus can stop the goat penalty for gaining one place by legal overtake. So craziness on that lap. And seems to be a bit of a train now from the Force India of Lego Minecraft. Yeah. So it's split up into two groups really, as AMK, yeah, he obviously had some sort of damage, and Joe and Lambo take that position. The QPR Beast leads the race on lap 5 of this 28 lap Grand Prix, as AMK, Lego Minecraft retires. Oh, so there's Odems. I'm not really sure what's going on here, to be honest. So yeah, Lego Minecraft and Odems both retired, and Jakey Boy's out as well. I can't quite see any cars. I can't quite see where they're retired. Oh, there's the Williams there. Oh, Jakey Boy. Oh, and Frome has got a considerable part of his wing missing. Oh no, a disaster for the F2 admin. So yeah, we're down to 8 runners only on lap 5. Wow, crazy start to this race. Yeah, so Cooper Beast leads this race on lap 5 with got a 1.2 second lead now from Ewan in second place, and Lambo in third, Joel in fourth, Ollie in fifth, AMK P6, Flying Frame P7, and Kim Mick last but 8th place. So everyone is going to be scoring points as long as they finish. So yeah, not much to commentate on at the minute, but Lambo is all at the back of Ewan now. Well, not all at the back, he's got 1 second behind, but will get DRS. Yeah, he's got DRS, but it looks like it's going to be too far back to make a move, I think. But this is the closest bout on track at the minute, though. We're still on board with this one as a top 3 all-in-one camera angle there. Joel only 2 seconds behind, and only about 5-second gap between Oliver and P5, but Oliver is on the super soft tyres as Flying Frame makes his pit stop. So Lambo got some good pace at this early stage of Grand Prix, looking to hassle the back of that Sauber, but Ewan keeping him at bay for the time being. Ewan has been known that his car is like a bus at times, very difficult to pass, but he's got a hard task taking stopping the F2 champion going past him. And Frome elected to put on another set of ultra softs, so it's going to be 2 stopping as AMK does the last lap of this race. So all the guys on the ultra soft tyres, they should go up to about lap 12 or something, lap 10, 12, something like that before they pit for the supers. as Lambo is very close behind that Sauber now. Aaron not defending it too much, and Lambo, yeah, it looks like there's candy from the baby there, to be honest, as he goes into P2, 2 seconds behind the let race leader, Kikar Beast. Aaron will have DRS for the next straight, but he's going to try and go around the outside. As Frome as they get some bad to worse as he picks up a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, not a lot to commentate on, unfortunately. On this, there's some big gaps across the field now. Aaron looks like he's not going to be able to fight back for that P2. Still within second of Lambo, and so would have DRS if he can keep within a second going down that straight. But yeah, I think Lambo has got that second place done. I think he's got that now. And Joel dropping further back 4 seconds behind his teammate now. And in fact, Oliver Bell is starting to catch up on the Joel Lambo. So Oliver Bell's super soft tyres starting to come into their own now. And Aaron just dropped out of DRS range at a crucial time. So can Lambo, now he's cleared that sour driver in, can he eat into QPR Beast's lead at all? Doesn't seem to be doing that at the minute, as that still seems to be two and bit seconds the gap at the minute. So Louis having a very good race in the final race of the season so far. No, I'm fine, chiller. I'm surprised I'm watching my stream, to be honest. I think it's because my mic might be turned down. And it's not exactly an exciting Grand Prix at the minute, it has to be said. But never mind. I'm going to turn my mic up a minute, so give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, hopefully that is better. But hopefully I've not missed any action. Doesn't look like I have. And Ollie Ivavera has caught right up to the back of Sauber driver now, John Manu. We're making a move into the... oh yes, he has. He's pulled out on the outside. Will Joel defend it? Joel does defend that move. And yes, Joel maintains P4. This time staying on the track. But Ollie Ivavera still has DRS. Then goes around outside of the Sauber driver now, and he's got that P4 currently, but Joel might come back in on the inside. No, Oliver Vell gets that P4. That's a good move there from the Renault driver on the super soft tyres. They're starting to come into effect now, and those ultra softs starting to lose some of their pace now, and yeah, starting to lose some of their tyre life at this stage of the Grand Prix. Yeah, I expect it would be a to be honest. He's probably got a lot more drivers on the grid, to be fair. As Joel Manu pits, so early pit stop has been said on his ultras. He needs another lap out of him, I think. But that ends that battle between Oliver Vell and Joel Manu. And John Manu is going to come out in as he paces a wing. So John Manu is going to come out in P6. Might be P7 actually. Can Kim Mick? No, Joel. No, Joel maintains that P6. So yeah, good news moving on that front. So there's no more battles on track, unfortunately. So I'm going to give the race leader some time. Right, F1 started with 13 drivers. Well, that's disappointing. Not what you want to see on Mark's last stream, but anyway, yeah, I suppose what happens in every league. Oh no! Oliver Bell retired. Oh, disaster! Oh, I hate it. You can't actually see what's happened to him. I'm going to stay on board with Jolo Manu, so we're down to 7 drivers now. That's a shame because Oliver Bell was looking in a good position there. I'm not sure where he's retired. I can't see his car on the track anywhere. Let's see if I've gone to this camera angle, maybe I can see where he retired. No, I had no idea where he's crashed there, but interesting. That, so yeah, that's a shame. So we're down to 7 runners on this Grand Prix. And we're only on lap 11, not even halfway through the race yet. Yeah, I know, Chile, yeah. I know it happens in sort of a lower leagues from like F2 down to F7, but I didn't think it was going to happen in F1. Never known that to be so few drivers, but it is what it is. It happens every season, and I don't really have a solution for that, to be honest. But there you go, just one of those things. So yeah, no battles on track, unfortunately. So I don't really have much to commentate on. So if you've got any questions, you can always put the hashtag AskJP in the stream, and I'll endeavour to answer them. I'm surprised there's got many people watching, to be honest, but anyway. Well, it is for the drivers. It does make it easier for the drivers to score points, obviously, but for people watching the streams, there's no point. And I think actually last week's race in Brazil, F5 race, Leon didn't even bother streaming it because only about 9 people turned up, so he didn't even bother to stream it. So that's that's where we've got to, unfortunately. Maybe get rid of a division. That may be a solution, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll leave it up to the people who decide that sort of thing, to be honest. But like I said, it is what it is. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. Yeah, unless you put a gun to their head to force them to attend the races, we're not going to. But while I've been speaking, Lambert has caught up slightly on Keep RB, so maybe those tyres beginning to wear off now. And they've done 11 laps on those ultra soft tyres as Keep RB's bits on lap 12. And Lambo does exactly the same. Will Aaron follow suit? Yes, he does. MK is the first driver who's actually already pitted and wasn't too far behind Aaron, as we said when Aaron came to the pit. So MK is going to take the lead of this race. I thought actually Lambert took the lead then, but no, it was just the pit stop phase. So AMK, who was leading the Grand Prix in the early stages, is retaking the lead again, but I'm not sure whether he's going to be able to make another pit stop or not. I think he will do. He's already done 8 laps on those super softs, so he's going to do another, what are we on, 15, so maybe, I'm not sure. We'll see. I think Kim Mick will be out in another pit stop. He's done 11 laps on those super softs. And so will Flying Throne. He would definitely have to make another pit stop. I suppose the one thing I would say about this is good to see McLaren up front. Obviously they're my favourite team, so yeah, I'd like to see McLaren up front. Not seen it for a long time now, and certainly in real life. Not since 2008, pretty much. Oh, that's a shame for Lico. Yeah, unfortunately for him. Sorry, Chiller's giving me F1 updates, which is at least people wondering what I'm talking about. So, lap 14, and the halfway stage of this Grand Prix. And 7 drivers remain. So yeah, QPRB's eating to NK lead quite rapidly now. You can see him in the background there. It was about 5 seconds a couple of laps ago. It's now 2.8. So yeah, obviously they're making most of that fresh rubber at this stage. I'm sure we'll be on the tails of MK very soon. That's QPRB's just the fastest lap of the race. That's now 1.4 seconds behind MK now. Keep up, it's already in DRS range, but it looks like he's going to be too far back to make a move. Well, they're making a move in the second DRS range. MK going defensive. Lou's going to go around the outside. Yes, and that was quite easy. MK not putting up much of a fight. So MK doesn't think he will try and fight this back. So he's going to have Lambo coming up his rear very soon now. So MK got some defensive work to do. QPRB does another fast look of the race, but it is beaten by Lambo with 1:37.6. So it looks like the race will be contested by either QPRB Mercedes or Lambo in that Toro Rosso. Can't really see anyone else winning this race at this stage, but still 12 laps to go, so anything can happen. Lambo looking to get past the McLaren driver now. MK getting defensive again, but doesn't like he's going to have much to fight with. But it does defend that inside line and maintains that P2 for now. But Lambo will have DRS range again. Have to put the brakes on there. Almost waiting for the back of the McLaren. And then MK defending the inside lane again, but the Toro Rosso will go around the outside. But MK, yeah, doing very good defensive work there, and it's helping out the Mercedes of QPRB, so a treat here. As Lambo gets a 3-second time penalty and trying to go on the inside of McLaren there, but no, not a great pace to try and do an overtake. They're both going wide in on that last corner. Oh, MK losing the back end there slightly. Lambo had to take some avoiding action. So yeah, Lambo is going to have DRS again. He might actually get it done before the DRS zone. No, he slops in there behind the pan to get some slipstream. Oh my God, that's great. I'm not sure what Lambo was doing there. I thought he was going to go to inside. But no, great straight line speed from McLaren, which is not something you... Oh, and I think Lemmer's got the move done, so yeah, MK was doing very good defensive work there. Actually, great straight line speed, but just didn't have the tyres to fight with Lambo. And Lambo's into P2, but he's now 3.8 seconds behind the race leader, QPRB, who does just pick up a time penalty. But I think Lambo's got 6 seconds worth of time penalties now. From I think he's up to 9 at the minute, but yeah, long way off scoring some decent points. Wow, I don't know what's maybe just Abu Dhabi, maybe it's a bogey track for a lot of drivers. 6 cars left. Wow. As AMK pits now, so yeah, he'll probably be putting another 7 ultra softs, and yes, he does. Where will Joel come out? Yeah, Joel takes P4. Says here Kim Mick is 55 seconds behind MK. That can't be right, surely. Maybe it is, but seems a very big gap. Anyway. And I said that does the fast bit. He must have. Oh, his eyes pitted, that's why. Ah, yeah, it's starting to come down a little bit. Yeah, I thought it was a little bit big. Oh my God. 5 drivers in F1 apparently. That is crazy stuff. I might have to have a quick sneak at that. Joe. There is as well. Oh my God. Incredible. But I'm going to just concentrate on this race now. But not that I've got much to commentate on. It has to be said. Yeah, so I think Louis doing some great work at a minute, 3.5 seconds in front of Lambo now, but Lambo has caught up ever so slightly, but Lambo, I think, has got 6 seconds worth of time penalties. I think Louis only got 3. I would check the time penalties, but to be honest with you, I don't really like doing that. I'd rather not know anything, you know what I mean. But AMK actually is caught up right to the back of yeah, Lambo won it last week in Brazil, Chile. So yeah, AMK right on the back of Joel Manu now. So might have a battle on our hands for the time for a couple of laps. On AMK on a fresh set of ultras with Joel Manu on 9-lap hours super. So it shouldn't be much of a battle if I'm going to be honest. As AMK does the fastest lap of the race with 1:36.9. I think AMK should get Joel Manu easily down the DRS straight, but he's going to try and make a move before that, and he's going to go around the outside of the sailboat, pushes him out wide. It's all very clean and hard and fair. But Joel Manu trying to defend that still. AMK gets a move done. We're using the fashion rubber. Would Joe have DRS? He does. So he's got something to fight back with, and he's got the straight line speed. And yeah, he's going to try. He's getting that P4 back, but no, AMK a lot later on the brakes. But Joel Manu will have DRS on the next straight. But I think AMK is just, yeah, he's already pouring out a few attempts already. I don't think that DRS is going to help Joel too much, but he's closing back in. And he's going to go, oh my god, it's a massive dive bomb from Joel, and he's missed the braking point, and he's taken himself out and the McLaren. That's crazy stuff. That's twice that Joel has done that now, and yeah, thankfully both cars didn't come off too badly. So yeah, it looks like they've got their wings still. Or it looks like Joel might be missing an end plate. I'm not sure. They both stay out, so looks like it's all good. So yeah, that's that battle over and done with, ladies and gentlemen. As we're on lap 21 now. And that leaves the race down to 3 seconds now, so yeah, Lambo's starting to eat into that lead of QPRB, so I don't know how hard QPRB is pushing, to be fair. Maybe he's taking his foot off the pedal ever so slightly, who knows. But it's at 2.8 seconds now with 8 laps to go on this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the final race of season 21 of F2 Championship. Yeah, so I was just reading a couple of messages there. Apologies for the lack of commentary, but there isn't much to commentate on, it has to be said. Um, yeah, so although that gap is coming down quite significantly now, it's down to less than 2 seconds. So we might have a battle for the race lead here in a lap or two, which will provide the viewers with some entertainment at least. But there's some large gaps between the rest of the field. Now, although Flying Foam is catching up with King Mick now, so let's go and go to that for a second. Both made 2 pit stops each, so we're going to go to the end of this Grand Prix now. So I think Foam's best chance will be the DRS straight. It seems to be the most popular overtaking spot on this track in a minute. But he's right up the trumpet now of Kim Mick. Oh, Kim Mick losing it a little bit. Loses back in a little bit. But might give Foam an opportunity. No, Foam staying back for the time being. Oh, but Foam dies on the inside. But Kim Mick calls it off. So Foam will have DRS. And also he's very close to the back of that Red Bull now. And Kim Mick trying to defend it inside, but looks like Foam has got that move done. He'll be late, maybe Kim Mick will be late on the brakes, but yes he is, but no, Foam, yeah, seems to have taken that P6 away from Kim Mick, but Kim Mick might try and fight back and do have DRS. He's trying to go around the outside of Ferrari driver. So Kim Mick retakes the retakes the lead, retakes that P6. So some good battling here. Oh no, Kim Mick losing the back end. But it's kept it together. Great save there from Kim Mick. But didn't give Foam the opportunity to overtake him, unfortunately. Foam not capitalising on that situation. But it's going to be exactly the same situation going down the DRS straight again, unless Foam can make a move before then. And Lambo picks up another 3-second time penalty, and Foam going down the inside. Yeah, no, hangs back in it behind the gearbox again. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god. I have to say, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think Foam may have been a bit too late on the brakes there, and King Mick is lucky to still be in this race, and I think Foam might have some damage, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Foam knows he was at fault there, lets King Mick back past. Yeah, so good sportsmanship there, at least from the F2 admin. He's knows he's made a mistake, and yeah, he's great sportsmanship there. Joe New picks on lap 25, so seems a bit silly, but he's got nothing to lose now really. He's not going to lose a place, and he didn't look like he was going to get the P4 back, so yeah, just he's having some fun out there for the last few laps. So Kim Mick is obviously going to have to pit again, but Frome stays out. So yeah, interesting that. But will Frome just let him back past again, maybe on the last lap. But Q-Bar Base has seemed to have brought that lead back up over 2 seconds now. So maybe it was just a bit of time saving there from Q-Bar Base there. I think Kim Mick has been lapped now after that incident. So 26 laps out of 28, so 3 laps to go. This final race of the F2 season. As MK pits again. Again, nothing to lose really, so might just had a bit of fun. Although, yeah, visual glitch, he's not going to lose a place to Joel, I don't think. They will lose a place to Joel, or will he? No, but very close together on track though. I thought MK would be a lot further away than that, so whether these two drivers are going to battle in the last couple of laps. And King Mick gets back past Frome now. And King Mick's got on the Hypersoft tyres. So QPR Beast is on the penultimate lap of this race, but we're going to look at this battle between MK in P4 in McLaren and Joe Wimananu in P5 in the Sauber. Both got Hypersoft tyres on, and both got the same car number on. Interestingly enough, I mean, all the helicopter camera angles, that is probably the worst one, to be fair. So yeah, not a great one. But Joel pits the second time penalty, so that's not going to help his cause. Thanks for that booster. Joel is within DRS range of MK, but only just. He's going to be too far back to make a pass, I think. Or he might have just lost DRS. No, he hasn't. He's still got it. But yeah, I think he's way too far back. And as he come out of DRS range now, so yeah, I think AMK's has done enough to retain that 4th place. As Kim Mick takes the first lap of the race. Thank you, Fish. Nice to be appreciated. Yeah, so I think this battle was pretty much done and dusted. So I'm going to give the race leader some airtime, as he's going to start his last lap of the Grand Prix, as AMK does the fast lap of the race. So AMK's just gone down the long straight now, so he's coming up to the second sector, and it's been a very impressive second half of the season for the Mercedes driver, as I think he's probably admitted himself that moving from F1 down to F2 was probably the best decision to make for him this season. And I think, well, they both picked up some penalties, I think Lewis should still still win the race on penalties. So yeah, I don't think he's got anything to worry about there. So Louis there coming round the penultimate corner. And the last corner now, and wins the final race of the F2 season here in the Yas Marina circuit, Abu Dhabi. And he leaves, which is probably not a good idea. We've got penalties, but I think Lambo is just doing donuts and giving us some entertainment here. Why not the F2 champion? And Frome having to take some avoiding action. Frome does a donut into the wall. And yeah, that's great. And Ewan comes into third place. Oh dear. Cable finishing P4, and Kim Mick finishing P6, and Frome P7, and Joel finishing P5. So yeah, not the most exciting race, but I think we had some exciting moments there in the race. So we should have more finishes on the F1. So while looking at that, I'm going to invite these guys to the podium. So there you go, confirmation of the result. Cooper Beast winning the last race of the season, Lambo in P2, in third place, AMK in 4th, Joel in 5th, Kimmick in 6th, Ferry in 7th. So we had 12 drivers started the race, and only 7 finished. So yeah, Tom, after not starting the race because he lagged out, apparently the default setup, so anyway, glitch set up, so that compromised him. There seems to be a massive crash between Odems, Jakey Boy, and Lego Minecraft, which took 3 drivers out. So yeah, not sure. I didn't see that, unfortunately, and didn't see what happened to Oliver Vale either. And yeah, so yeah, it's a shame, but hopefully we'll get some interviews underway for the final time this season. So we've got a couple people here.
Just going to recommend someone, JP. Just give us a moment.
Oh, okay.
But before I do, would just like to add, thank you very much for commentating throughout the season. You haven't been able to do all the races, but you know the ones that you've done, you've given up your time to do the stream most often than not on your own, and that's incredibly appreciated by everyone at PSGL. So thank you for your incredible efforts throughout the season.
No worries.
Cheers, JP.
No
Much
worries,
appreciated.
guys. No worries, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. So yeah, let me see who suggested.
Have you given a number or anything?
Yes. Right, I'll start the proceedings. So yeah, Louis, obviously great start to the race. I'm not sure what happened to Odems off the start. It seemed to losing places left, right, and centre, but it was a great start from you. And then kind of after the first stint, you had Lambo behind you. I've already invited him in, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had Lambo behind you. He was catching up a little bit. Was that just like tyre saving or what?
Yeah, to be honest, I was driving the whole race quite conservative on the tyres, so yeah, I was tyre saving and he caught up a bit. But then the final kind of stint, like the final 5 laps when I kind of showed my proper pace and not tyre saved. So then I pulled out the gap a bit, I think then. So that was alright.
Yeah, that was an impressive race from you. You totally deserved the victory tonight. Do you think F2 is what you're suited for? Is it any ambitions to get back into F1 next season, or are you happy where you are?
I don't know. I think my race time was quite competitive tonight, but I think F1's a bit too quick, especially in qualifying. And F2 maybe, I don't know. It'd be nice if there was a league kind of in the middle, but there isn't. So it's just the way it is. I don't know.
No,
Kind of
no,
in between at the moment.
no. But you've certainly given the F2 viewers some entertainment in the last half of the season, and I think you've been very impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So unfortunately, Lambo F2 champion has not joined us for some reason. So yeah, moving on to you, Aaron. Yeah,
Mhm.
had a bit of a quiet race, but just seemed to keep your car out of trouble. Yeah, so just tell us how you think your race went.
I thought it was a terrific race. It all started with qualifying, the belter of a lap time that we managed to put in towards the end to get on the second row. But it was a good race.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, just get yourself on the track, and yeah, there's loads of incidents happening behind you, but nothing
Yeah,
involving you, thankfully.
yeah. But
Um,
I'd just like to add, JP, that
yeah, of
I had
course.
terrific assistance throughout that race. From my teammate, also labelled as a combative tool, but who definitely, laid the seeds, planted the seeds down in the opening stint, where he managed to keep some of the drivers behind. But the podium's a great result, and we managed to defend fourth in the drivers. So a bit of an Arsene Wenger moment there for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, delighted with that.
And moving on to the last person to finish, Frome. Not only did you mess up by overtaking me with it on Kim Mick, but
What
you
about
mess.
Joel?
Is it Joe in the party?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you join. Sorry. Yeah, didn't see you
Hey,
join.
JP.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Joe. Had some had some great battles of A and K there in the middle there, but yeah, just had some wing damage during the first stint that sort of took you out of the equation, really, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. I sort of should have been a DNF really, but I got off with some orange wing damage and managed to pit. And yeah, that was really it. But I didn't really have the pace on the day. Just happy to bring it home for one of the best P5s I think the world has ever seen.
And what about your ambitions for next season? Are you happy to be in this league, or would you like to be back into the F1 league at some point?
I think JP, a man of my experience and longevity on the site, doesn't deserve F1 anymore. And to be honest, barely deserves F2. But I think I'll stay where I am for one more season, one last bite.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for your contribution this season. As always, provided us with some great entertainment. So yeah, last person to finish was Fro. Yeah, like I was just saying, not only did he
Stop saying that.
mess up his overtaking King Mick, but messed up the donut on the last
Yeah,
lap as
that
well.
donut. I was hoping no one saw that.
it was on stream.
Can't even do that right.
Yeah, he just smacked
Uh,
straight into the wall. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. What happened to you in the first stint? You didn't seem to have an incident there somewhere that forced you to an early pit stop.
yeah, just pace were looking quite good on Supersoft's first few laps, and I thought, obviously, with it, not too many drivers, quite a low grid. Um, I thought I were on for a decent result, but then I don't really know what happened. But in turn 2 and 3, a few drivers sort of collected each other, and I had nowhere to go, so lost my front wing, pitted pretty much a lap down, and then yeah, just sort of cruising about on my own after that.
Oh, that was hard
Oh,
luck,
and then I
but
desynced Mick into a wall. Not the
yeah,
best day, really.
no. And yeah, a woeful donut at the end sums up your season in the F2, doesn't it?
Cheers, JP. It
Yes,
does. Final nail and all that.
yeah. Um, yeah. So, Aaron, suggested Big C to the party. So yeah, I
I
think
was
they
quite
really want.
surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think from the directors, we just want to say a few words about F2 because it's been an incredibly difficult league to run, given the behavioural issues we've had both on and off the circuit. But I'd just like to pass on my thanks to the team, Frome and Big C, of course, and we've managed to deal with those issues very swiftly, and hopefully the F2 league is moving forward in an upwards trajectory.
Yeah, I mean, just to echo, well, I think Froman here and I've had the impossible job, but I think slowly but surely the league's continually improved. I think obviously I run the F1 league mainly, but we need a strong F2. We need drivers coming through. Not everyone lasts forever in F1. So yeah, I'd like to thank obviously the admins, the drivers, well, most of them, and obviously UKP. You've done a great job in the stream. It's a bit
yeah,
of the graveyard shift, I guess, in the shadow of F1, but
Y-
it's important the drivers appreciate it. But I think PSGL's gone very strong, and hopefully under Hulk, Iran, and mine leadership, we can continue to go strength to strength. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be a few announcements in the coming days, and yeah, I think we just got to savour the moments of PSGL while we're here, and yeah, just enjoy it while it lasts. So yeah, that's all I've got to say, I think.
Oh yeah.
And JP, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's happened.
okay. No. Well, I think that's a very positive note to end on there. So yeah, thank you for those words. And so what's all left for me to say is yeah, Merry Christmas to all of you watching, and see you sometime next season.